It's eye candy. We're going. I think we're trying to connect. Gotta check our shits. Looks like and Facebook. Gotta make sure Facebook is up. Fetching video stream. This can take a few seconds because Facebook sucks. I'm gonna say go live.
Third-party video ads in your live video. It's okay if we influence an election.
I have no idea if Facebook is up, but
it says live right over there.
It says live, but I don't think it's connected to our stream. But we'll.
So I will usually get an update on my phone when we've
achieved
live.
Facebookosity.
Yeah.
We've achieved Periscope, and it's connecting to YouTube. I don't see our Facebook.
I don't see it either. I'm gonna punch it up here on my stuff. On my phone here and see if.
Yeah. It doesn't look like we have 30 seconds to go. So.
Well, maybe
wait.
Facebook.
It looks. Is it coming up? I can't tell. Tell me if Facebook is up.
I'm gonna just go to Very Dad Ideas on my phone. Oh yeah, it is.
They are? Okay, great.
Yeah.
I'm getting some crunchiness. Hopefully we'll be okay. So you got 4 seconds left before our opening scroll, buddy. So let's do this. All right, opening scroll. Here we go.
Here we go. Very Dad Ideas is a live streaming show with 2 dads, voice actor, and a son of a bitch. I mean, an animator. They put the kids to bed. Just any old bed. They don't even care. And they get permission from their wives to dick around on their expensive computers. They've been known to say things like, jolly old Saint Nick, son of a bitch, Sasquatch, Saladanushka. Why don't you just go on and get out of here, kid? I don't have anything for you today. Go on. Hey.
Welcome to Very Dad Ideas. My name is Nye. It's Tuesday night. This is a show where we put the kids to bed and get permission from the wives to mess around. I am with Darren.
I got permission from my wife. I don't know if you did.
No, never. Yeah.
You just do what you want.
Just do what I want. Yeah, exactly.
That's how they do in Long Beach. Don't care. Hey,
I'm with Darren. You're wearing a hat tonight. What's up? Is it cold in San Francisco?
It's cold, and I've got that fucking flu. I've got that thing that's
going around.
Yeah, it is. How about you? Have you guys stayed clear of it?
Yeah. I mean, I hear it's colossal though this year. Lisa works in the emergency room, and so I'm hearing stuff about yeah. So we have avoided at this point. One of my kids has some goop in the eyes, but
that's pink eye, right?
That's pink eye. Yeah.
Yeah. Luke had pink eye once.
Gross. Nasty stuff. Well, we got a
I mean, does Lisa Miller just like wash her hands like 30 or 40 times a day?
She just carries around the
Purell.
The Purell with her, exactly.
Yeah.
There's Purell. There's various stations around our house as well.
Oh, nice.
So we got a great show tonight. We're going to go about 45 minutes. We do a live show. I think we've connected to all the networks.
I think we have.
I hope we have. You know what? We're having some trouble with our chat. So we'll try our best to call this up here. We'll see what happens to it. But
it says it's ready and waiting for new messages.
It says it's ready. I don't think it is. Yeah. So it completely rebuilt the show. But we're gonna do some Dadvice. We're gonna do.
Oh yeah, and we have an incredible Dadvice opening now.
Incredible opening. We have. We're gonna talk about North Korea diplomats. We're of course gonna do a live draw, and then we've also got some new music from Jen Remington that we're gonna play in our.
Jen Remington has favored us yet again.
Yet again.
Yeah.
So D, what do you think? Should we get into some Dadvice? What do you think about that?
I thought you would finally, because I've been asking you if you've seen The Last Jedi, and you haven't seen that, but you did get around to seeing Spider-Man.
I saw Spider-Man. Yeah, last night the wife was at work, and I finally saw the Spider-Man Homecoming, the new one, the new reboot, the Marvel.
It's like the 5th Spider-Man movie or 6th.
Oh, I don't know. I think they just keep spinning it out and spinning it out. And I
3 Raimis, 2 Amazings, or 2 of the. And then,
I just skipped over those. But I liked the kid a lot, and I thought it was a really great treatment of the character. My only problem is the same problem that we have with Batman, which is, why is everyone becoming Iron Man? Like, shouldn't the technology stay with Iron Man? Like, Spider-Man's supposed to be
a kid in pajamas.
Go with me, a kid in pajamas.
Yep.
Am I right about this?
I hear you. And like in that movie, he had like his suit is really hype. I mean, it's like he's got tons of stuff going on.
Too hyped. Well, it was good. I liked it. So
I enjoyed it too. I thought it was a really, really good Spider-Man movie. You know, but I mean, at the same time, yeah, it was. Your point is well taken. He's becoming definitely
Iron Man. They're all becoming Iron Man, right?
All machine, boy.
Right. Anytime for an Alec Guinness, right? So you got it. So should we go into the Dadvice? I'm itching. You can tell that I'm like itching to play this.
I know, dude. I know. We don't have to talk about Spider-Man. We can go into Dadvice. Show everybody your new toy.
All right. Here's our brand new unveiling of our Dadvice intro.
Unwarranted, uncalled for, in your face. You're gonna have to do something to get us out of your face because we're a dad, and when we have something to say, you have to listen. which is odd, Nye, because my Dadvice.
Yeah, let's hear it. What do you got?
Pardon me, this is just straight Robitussin. My Dadvice today is actually to talk less.
Oh,
there you go.
Good one. I like this.
As a dad, I have found. I mean, you know, I'm in sort of the chatterbox industry where the more I talk, excuse me, the better it seems to be. Yeah. But I find that when I'm at home, like, and when I'm saying this, I'm not saying that I'm like the manager and these people are my underlings or anything like that, because that is not the case. but like taking more of a managerial position, listening to their complaints more than I complain. And it is very hard for me because I'm a very sensitive guy, and I like to say a lot of things.
I mean, that's not just Dadvice. That's like good advice in general. I think it's like good if we all just talked less and listened more, right? Yeah,
that's true. But I think honestly, like I can't fix any part of this world, but I can.
Right.
I can at least hold the line, and that was really the point that I'm trying to get to, is hold the goddamn line. You know, like, cause it's just like I got a 5-year-old, and I got a 6-month-old. 6-month-old is teething, and he's gotten sick.
Yeah.
And you know, your job is not to talk about how awful it is or how, you know, stressful or inconvenient it is. Your job is to lean in and
take care of it. No, yeah. I think that's good. I think in general, being a father makes you have to just be a better person. If that makes sense, right? Like,
no, that totally makes sense.
Right, you're kind of like, oh, you know, I would totally fudge it here, but I can't. Right. I gotta, you know, sort of.
People would say man up.
They would, man up, right? Yeah.
Say it, and it's not. You're not saying it in a kitschy way. It's because it's not like just something, you know. In like 2004, you could man up for 45 minutes and get something done.
For sure.
Well, this is just sort of, you have to just put that on.
For sure.
And then don't step out of that outfit.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, I mean.
No, that's a good one, man. That's a good one. So, I think. Do
you want to do the Dadvice thing again?
I think I have to do it again.
Go ahead, get in there.
Do you like the final shot there? It was a nice fade out right there, right into the face. So my Dadvice is actually very interesting because, and my advice is, be careful of Starbucks, because they are a dangerous corporation who has found a way that when you bring a small child into Starbucks, because you have to, right, every once in a while stop for a coffee. You bring your small child into Starbucks, and they have these little treats, these little packets there.
Oh, and they got them right at the right level.
Right at the right level, and they're right down there. And so we're like, oh, sure, what's the harm? Let's just give Griffin one of these things. He is like, constantly, he's like, "Are we gonna walk to Starbucks?
Yeah.
I want a treat." And we're like,
One
"No,
of
it's
those
not.
treats.
It's not open right now." And like, he'll wake up in the morning and he'll be like, "Is Starbucks open?"
Dude, that's awesome though. That it's not open thing because you can control when Starbucks is open. Can't
Oh,
you?
it's the same with Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse is not always on television. It's not on
Oh
right
yeah.
now.
Yeah, it's not on right now. You can't
There's no
watch
such
it.
thing as on demand in parenting, right?
No, I really like how you guys have done that because that has gone by the wayside here. Like we got that shit on tap.
Oh,
But
it's
that's
just
funny
like,
because like I don't know, that just makes me laugh because like
objective.
Luke, when we used to do the 5 up and down, we drive the 5. We'd stop at there's one Starbucks that's.
sorry, man.
Oh, what happened?
No, I just had a chat failure, but go ahead. There's one Starbucks.
Oh yeah, it was the cake pops. He used to go nuts for the fucking cake pops.
Oh, yeah,
at
yeah.
Starbucks.
Yeah.
You know what the most worthless fucking dessert ever invented was?
No, what's
The answer's
that?
cake pops.
Okay. And they are they're only $3.99 at Starbucks.
It's $4, and it's like a thumb worth of cake. I think they are thumbs.
So, quick Dadvice recap
Yeah.
is to shut up and listen
Shut
more, and don't take your kids to Starbucks unless you're aware that they're trying to sell you.
Yeah, like
whatever.
one of the parents goes in and gets the drink. The other parent stays and like hides the child's eyes.
Yeah.
I like
Okay,
it.
good. So let's get to our main segment here, which is
Yeah.
we're talking about North Korean diplomats. We brought that up last time, so let's put the Dadvice
Well,
on here.
I think what led us to this is that North Korea seems to be very verbal these days. There seems to be a shouting match going on between.
Yeah, between them but we're not really communicating. So we thought,
Wait, your audio just dropped out, homie.
oh, really? You're not hearing me?
No, I hear you now, but it just dropped out there a second ago.
Yeah, I'm having. There's all kinds of crunchy issues. I bet you my internet is just crunching tonight.
Right on.
We're not having. So, by the way, everybody, I rebuilt the show this past weekend. As you can see, there's still some crud that I have to clean up, and the chat, I deactivated the chat. Had to rebuild everything, so there's some technical glitches, but hey, it is what it is. This is live. It's live.
This is live, and
Right.
the chat has been deactivated because we don't want to talk to you.
No, we don't want to talk to you.
We don't want to hear any of your stuff.
So why don't you
Yeah,
give
but-
me? We decided that we were going to come up with 3 ideas for diplomats that we were going to send to North Korea.
Just different ones because
Different
I don't know.
ones.
Failed basketball players is not working out. And-
Let's do the main screen here and go to. Let's go to our internet here. I sure hope we've got. So what is Darren? What is your first? Who is your first diplomat that you're going to send to Korea?
My first diplomat, Nye, is Tom Colicchio of Top Chef.
How do you spell that?
I think it's Cole, and if you do that, it should get to it. Try an E. Keo, CH. No, not 2 E's. There you go. That's an I. Yeah, there we go.
This guy? Okay, so tell me
Tommy
why
Colicchio.
this guy?
Yeah, that guy. He can take the piss out of anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
So
like,
why send him to North Korea is my question, though.
Because I think honestly, if he had like a couple of conversations with that guy, and especially since he's a food guy and since North Korea doesn't really feed their people, I mean, I feel like very quickly he would have Kim Jong-un just sort of.
Oh, this is
cow.
delicious. Do you want to
Yeah.
not do nuclear war?
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Is this wood chips that I'm eating? Oh, it's delightful. Delightful wood chips.
Okay, that's a
How
good
about
one.
Not nuking the rest of the country. How about that?
So I'm going to do my first choice here.
All right, step in there.
Is Scott Baio.
Oh.
Now,
Let's get a young Scott Baio because I mean these new ones are.
well, this guy's a total asshole, right? I mean, he
is
really
a
is.
crazy
Is
asshole.
like this guy, but he actually would be able to speak with Trump, right? So I mean,
Yeah.
what I was thinking is like there's like this very absurdist thing going on with this country right now. So what better than an absurdist B-rank celebrity?
And to send Chachi.
To send Chachi, right? That was my first guess, but it could be incredibly dangerous. I mean, the whole thing is just dangerous.
Jong-un loves Chachi.
All right, what's your next choice?
My next one, no, I should not be a big surprise at all, but it's Mark Hamill.
Oh, of course. You were watching the next Star Wars today, this or like.
Let's see.
Like
no, the one the one that's the third pick up there at the top.
Oh, this
with
one.
the hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. That's the one you send over there.
You send this guy, right?
You send that guy. He's gorgeous. He's gorgeous. Look at him. Look at that hair, and he tweets all the fucking time.
He tweets all the time. He tells us what Carrie Fisher would have loved, right? He tells us how he hooked up with
Carrie. Him hugging Carrie Fisher now, and like it's just look at him. He's penetrating my monitor right now, and he's staring into my soul to see if I'm force sensitive. And I think he could give that to Kim Jong-un. He could just stop him and be like, dude, I sense the conflict in you.
Okay, you know? so far Mark Hamill is my favorite. We're definitely sending Mark Hamill to Korea.
Yeah, we'll send.
So here's my second choice. Oprah.
Yeah, look at that. That's the one. That's the one. Oh, look at that. Just his hair's being kissed by the breeze.
So my only problem is I think what's his name? Kim Jong or John.
Kim Jong-un.
Would be so like terrified of Oprah. I don't think he would. There would be no way that he would talk to her whatsoever. She would be like, "Put your missiles down."
She would actually. She'd sort of be like the Colicchio. You know, she would just sort of take the piss out of him, and he would just cow.
All right. Well,
that's what he needs, is like a person who is literally she would just step into his corner and like sort of make him cry.
Yeah.
And give him a car.
For sure.
And, yeah.
So I'm still feeling Mark Hamill. I think Mark Hamill's the best. So what do you got for your last choice though?
My last choice, is Mr. Bill Cosby.
What?
Mm-hmm.
How did you get to Bill Cosby?
I mean, before all this shit blew up,
he
could just come on in there and slabba and hibbity dibbity, and just sort of like give him a couple of hip checks. How you doing, son? Well, I see you got a great haircut there, buddy. And just sort of jolly him out of this like.
And he's kind of hurting for like he wants to redeem himself. Yeah, he wants to have a little
retribution. A little not so rapey anymore.
Bill Cosby saved us from nuclear war, despite his rapist.
It's not gonna go into the women he did all those terrible things to, but it would go a long way for Mother Earth.
Yeah, that's
Come on, Kim Jong-un, why don't you just get on the floor and do a little dance?
Or maybe you just wanted to do an impression of Bill Cosby.
That's it. I can only do like 2 impressions, and that's it. Do him, and I can sort of do Jimmy Stewart for about 5
All right,
seconds.
I got to throw my last choice at you because
let's get your last one.
I think you're going to like this one. Carrot Top. So the same kind of thing, like I feel like
Isn't it Carrot Top?
Is it Carrot Top?
Oh my God! Look at how buff that dude is. He's like more buff.
He does look pretty bad though. I should have pre-researched this before doing this. Yeah. In fact, I kind of feel really a little bit depressed.
Yeah. He's starting to look like that dude from Mask.
Well, the only reason why I brought him up is because like everything is so absurd. Like every time I just look at the news, I'm like, this is the most crazy absurd thing I've ever seen. So I'm just like, well, what would be the most stupid absurd thing we could possibly send? And I think, oh well, Carrot Top, right? So that was my choice.
Now I want to send Gallagher.
Yeah, I think we should. I really like Mark Hamill. I think we should go back to that picture that we saw.
Look at that fucking gorgeous head. Look at him. He just walks into the room and just slices right into you.
Yeah. So let's go back to our main home there. So there you go, folks. Very good. Very dead ideas. There you go. That was our North Korea diplomat segment. That was great.
I wish we could put those into the crawl.
Totally. Let's just have little pictures of Mark Hamill going by. And then we might just do that. So, treat tonight, Darren. As we go into break, we have brand new music from Jen Remington.
Jen Remington made new music
for our break. This one's chill.
How does she have the time? How does she have the time? She's got lots on her plate, and she still makes time for us. How wonderful of her.
And you should check her out at HeyDog. That's HeyDogg.com. Two G's.
Yep.
But before we go out, Darren, there's someone that we always like to bring into the show from this point forward.
Is it? Oh, well played, Vader.
So we're gonna.
I have a lightsaber that you've never seen before.
So we're gonna go to a short break. We'll take a 2-minute break, and when we come back, we're gonna do a live draw. That we're probably gonna do something with Mark Hamill. I mean, that just seems to be the way we're going with this. All right.
Well, you know, no one's ever heard of Mark Hamill, so he's probably gonna be on the show later.
Right, so we're back. That was It's Raining in Reykjavik. It was a great chill song. I love what she did on that, and she's got
all
one
of
more.
her music
It's great. One more of hers is going to be set up, and so we're going to have a rotating catalog of Jen's stuff, which is great. So now we're gonna.
She's got more stuff for us. That's great.
She's got one more song in the can for us. Yeah. So let's move to our live draw for our middle segment here. So we were talking about Mark Hamill in North Korea. So I'm gonna just start with that, and then we have no chat anyways. I have no idea if people are chatting with us, Darren.
I'm sure people are consistently chatting with us.
I think even though I have no way of measuring our activity at this point, I'm sure we have at least 100,000 people. I'm almost. I would put it at like 150, but. How about 0 across the board?
0 across the board. Unbelievable. I cannot believe.
Though a number of people watched it in the replay. We do get a lot of replay, or not, a dozen replay.
A lot, meaning like 6.
Like 6.
Which is 6 more than we've ever had.
So I don't know what North Korea looks like. This is my guess. This is just sort of like
that's
rock,
it. Perfect.
Like rock structures, and these are like some starving people over here. It's just
looks like Jakku.
So
Jakku.
I'm gonna put Mark Hamill.
Oh yeah, with his big dreamy eyes.
With his beard.
Perfect coif.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we could have this conversation now if I'd seen the movie, but I haven't, so we can't.
Yeah, it's totally fine. I mean, like you said, you've already read the spoilers or whatever. I recently, I've watched all of the movies from the very beginning again, and I hadn't seen The Phantom Menace since 1999, I guess.
Oh yeah.
And I gotta say, they you know how they refreshed all of the 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
I think they could stand to go back in and refresh the first 3 again because the graphics are like a shitty video game now.
Oh yeah, I know. It's really yeah, not.
I mean,
not as exciting.
I'm you know not to bag on it or anything like that, but it's like they should go back and redo some of the scenes, just like with the like they could go crazier with the planes, the starships. There's John.
Yeah.
There's that hair, man. He's got
Yeah. I'm glad that you saw that. So I really know nothing about this guy. It's incredible.
Well, Kim Jong Un was sort of either the first or the second son of Kim Jong Il.
Right, the guy with the glasses, the one they made fun of in Team America.
Yeah. Kim Jong Il was still alive when they made. And and he sings "I'm So Ronry."
I'm so Ronry. Yeah.
Ronry.
Yeah, those guys are amazing.
And Kim Jong Un is sort of famous for just wasting all of his senior advisors, either by like feeding them to dogs or blowing them away with anti-aircraft cannons.
Oh, see, that makes me feel really good.
Yeah, well, I feel like he could get force checked a little bit here. You know, he could just sort of.
Yeah, he's sort of being.
Oh, look at him. Look at he's just sort of being force lifted. He's kind of getting a little little big arms there. And I feel like maybe he's, releasing the conflict, you know? End this destructive conflict.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know, we were like, hey, wouldn't that be funny if we did a show about sending diplomats to North Korea? But I gotta tell you, I'm starting to feel depressed. I think we do this too often, dude. We start being like, whoa, we're going down
very like the bummer dad idea.
Yeah.
Well, okay, all right. Let's fancy him up then a little bit. Let's give him some pastel
balloons,
colors.
Some balloons.
Some balloons, man. There you go.
So pastel. Actually, I never really do color because it's too much.
Can we get him in like a delightful a robin's egg? Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah.
See, already I bet he's feeling better.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well,
he's.
So maybe really what we should be doing is sending him some like Gap catalogs or something, right?
We could. I have a spare Athleta catalog laying around there somewhere.
I don't even know what that is.
That's sort of Gap's that's Gap's answer to Lululemon.
Oh, okay. I actually should have meant to tell you this. I was driving through Venice on my way home, reminiscing about the old times. But there is literally a store that says Organic Vegetable Market, and the little tiny parking lot was absolutely mobbed. It was like people like wanted to make left turns and getting in or whatever, and next to that was like a dog treat shop. I'm like, I think Venice has completely jumped the shark.
It fell apart so hard, so fast.
Yeah, it really did.
Well, it's the people who own the dog. I mean, like seriously, the dog treats, man. Why didn't I get into dog treats?
Yeah,
you might say to yourself.
Actually, I heard a pitch of a no joke, real company that is developing smaller size clothes for your dog of what you're wearing. So, like, if you buy a sweater on like Old Navy, they're developing like another add-on thing where you can send that design to so you can order it for your dog. I'm like, you know what? That's actually kind of a great business because I think there actually is a market for that.
You're absolutely right. They're spot on. They did their research. You think about it. I mean, it all comes from this thing that started happening like in my lifetime. The idea of bagging your dog's crap. That didn't happen ever in the 90s. I'm pretty sure no one ever picked up a piece of. No, I just don't think so. I feel like people just let their animals crap all over the place while they were all smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, and
nice choice with the green saber.
Does he have a green saber in the new one?
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. So this is Luke Skywalker and going to North Korea.
He's going to North Korea, and he's trying to sort of calm him down a little bit. You know, and he could give him like the Force suggestion. He could just be like,
"Yeah,
these are my people."
Yeah, that's right. He will feed your starving population.
Yeah.
I couldn't even like figure out, I mean, what does it have? Mountains? Does North Korea have mountains? I really don't even know.
Yeah, it has mountains, and then there's just like there's no living thing, because if it lives smaller than the person, like that guy, then they eat it.
So it's just like burnt trees in the foreground, right?
Burnt trees and just like a ton of missiles. Can you do like a bouquet of missiles somewhere?
Yeah, for sure. But I might start getting really depressed.
That's, well, I mean, they could be like, you know,
depressing dad ideas.
Very sad ideas. Just a gorgeous bouquet of spring and summer ballistic missiles.
Right, and then a little bouquet in this corner here.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you know, you don't want it a little too busy, but you want to let people know you got a lot of shit to blow them up.
Does he have any satellites or anything like that? I don't know.
I'm sure he has like one satellite.
Right. It's got like hamsters on it, right?
Yeah, they're just around. You know, he's got to like send another spaceship up there to put like, you know, more hamsters on it.
All right.
And it's powered by shockwave. Kim Jong-un!
That's entirely possible. Let's do that.
Kim Jong-un! I'm here. Unfortunately, I've run out of power because you have shit for electricity in this terrible, godforsaken country. Look, even the tiniest robots don't want to be here.
All right, that's enough. We're gonna kill you.
A lozenge.
Yeah. All right, so that was our live draw.
That was our live draw.
That was our live draw.
And that was a live, huge hacking wet cough.
I know, it's gorgeous. So we're gonna go back to our old bumper break. We're gonna take a 2-minute break, and we're gonna come back for our last wrap up. We'll be right back. So we're
back.
You took the last beer.
We're back. Yeah. Anyway,
put your vape pens down. The show is back.
So real apology. Oh, we've got our chat working.
Our chat's up.
I don't know why, but it was. So
hey.
Great. My wife is asking me if I took the last beer on our chat. She's using our show chat to talk about non-show related stuff.
But that is pretty important. Did you take the last beer?
I might have not.
Lisa,
so
you may do with him what you will. That is
our backgrounds aren't working. There we go.
okay.
So it looks like the chat's back up. There's our last segment where we're going to talk about the show itself. It's like our meta segment.
So you rebuilt the show, like this fancy background, and then
everything has been rebuilt. So the problem is when we were in that prototyping phase, I was kind of connecting like this movie here, and like there was different folders everywhere. So I basically now have like a really clean folder structure with all the things, all the different backgrounds. I can do different stuff, nice. And I connected. I replugged it in. I put everything through our audio. Remember, we had all those audio problems before.
Yeah.
I cleaned all that out and everything.
Oh my god, dude! Like this is night and day. Just not having to hear the audio loop.
Yeah. So yeah. Except our chat is down or is not working as functionally as I would love it to. Cats is what I see.
Cats.
Yeah. Great. We've got at least that. For some reason, our chat was down, but now it's back. There you go. That's the magic of live. So, Darren, yeah, I mean, like if you have any questions about what I did, but I mean, the show still is pretty functional. What we're hoping to do is add more little trinkets. Little bits. I mean, we can go into this.
Silence, you fuddy fool! I've had it with your wine.
And we can come back out of it. And so I'm hoping to add more and more of that. As you can see, our backgrounds have stopped working here. I don't understand why, but that will all be figured out in future episodes. So, so the other question is, what do we want to talk about now is the last one. So I thought the North Korea diplomat bit was pretty good.
Well, okay, so I have one thought, and it's we worked on this a little bit in one of the prior episodes before we started streaming for reels.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe we should go back and revisit the
fantastical weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the someone named Katz joined. Well, Katz, welcome.
Hey, Katz.
Hey, Kat. Let's do.
Silence, you fuddy fool! I've had it with your whining and bumbling. Go, and don't let me see your mangy hide around here again. You furry flea-bitten.
I guess we scared them off. We scared them off. Yeah, I like the fantastical weapons. Maybe we can go back to that because we did that. I also like the whole thing that I was doing was like, are they? Do they suck without it? Remember we talked about like their weapons, whether they suck or we could bring that back. So we could do a fantastical weapons episode next week if you wanted to do that.
Okay, all right. But yeah, I like sort of folding that in. Like, are they any good without their weapon?
Yeah, that was good.
Okay, then let's make this be about 3, like, and I guess you can pull from any real genre that you want. Be superheroes, or it can be like, like historical fiction, like Indiana Jones or something like that.
Or tech, right? I mean,
or tech.
I mean, tech is it's part of the argument that we were having earlier about how all the superheroes are becoming Iron Man because that's sort of what people are doing right now. That's sort of taking away from the fantastical weapon. Like Thor doesn't have like a heads-up display or whatever, right? He's using.
They took away his hammer to make him more.
Did they really?
Like, right? They blow up his hammer in Ragnarok.
Oh wow! See, I haven't seen that either. I mean, I'm so.
They just do it in the commercial.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, that's what it is. So, fantastical weapons. Then let's do that next week. That sounds great.
Let's do fantastical weapons.
There's a couple of things I want to talk about in the future of the show that we should kick around. One is for forever, as long certainly. I don't know, the last 5 years, you and I have been doing this thing about like with phones.
Yeah.
And I think
let me do my quick impression of it.
Okay.
This is everybody that you're trying to get around talking about.
Right, as you're driving in traffic.
As you're driving in traffic and you're on a motorcycle and you see people in your side view mirror, that's what they're doing. They're going.
And then when you like find the YouTube,
I don't like that.
The YouTube you find, no. So we should totally do a mobile
and then he was like, no, I'm bored again.
We should do like a phone episode where we just net it out, or like talk about it destroying our society or whatever. Like, because we are very optimistic ideas, right?
Okay, well, you know, I actually like that one better. Why don't I think
we should do fantastical weapons. I think we need to lay that down, and then maybe.
Are you sure?
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
I like that. Let's do fantastical weapons. And then the other thing I was thinking is, as I was playing with rebuilding the show, I started taking, because I take your stream out of Discord. We use Discord for chat, and then I put that
and you put in somebody more handsome.
But I think
like a better looking guy.
Yeah. No, this is all digitally enhanced. Darren is actually much uglier than this.
I never wear hats. He put this hat on.
I put the hat on. It's all CGI technology. Is getting a guest. I thought we could like start bringing in other, so that's like, down. So we have short-term strategy, which is fantastical weapons. We eventually want to do like mobile phones, and then
I want to bring Dave in.
I would love to bring. You mean Sorokin?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I think he should bring his guitar, and we could.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want him to bring his guitar.
We could totally put him down here, and he can. Yeah. So let's reach out to David. Maybe he'll join in on that at some point.
Great. That's great.
Cool, man. You got anything else, or?
So many other things now. I have a wealth of information and opinion and articles. No, I think I need to go and like chug more of the quill.
Robitussin.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this week. That's our show. We do this every Tuesday night at 9:30.
Every Tuesday night
at 9:30.
9:30. Oh, Nye. I forgot to tell you, I went and played D&D the other night.
Oh, well, maybe we should do a segment at the beginning of next week's show about Dungeons and Dragons.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it because
then we can have like a Dragon intro or something, right? I mean, that would be great. So next week we'll talk Dungeons and Dragons and fantastical weapons. You can follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on Periscope, on Twitch.
Isn't Periscope something else? It's already...
No, Periscope's part of Twitter. So you can watch Twitter, but if you subscribe to us on Twitter, you can also watch us on Periscope and on Facebook. Also on YouTube, I'm aggregating all of the official episodes. Last week was our second. This is our third official episode. We're in officially build 1.0 of the show. Mm-hmm. So the show is working and stable. Hopefully we'll have chat working and all kinds of stuff. So join us then, and visit Jen at heydog.com.
Heydog with two G's.
Two G's.
She's a master musician.
And all of us can be found. All the stuff we're doing is also on verydadideas.com, and you can write us at verydadideas@gmail.com.
Yeah, if there's something you want to see, or if you want to be on the show, even.
Yeah, sure. Write us. Write us. We just hang out. We do this every week. So, Tuesday. Hey, I'm not doing anything on Tuesday. Come join us. All right. Great. So we'll see you next time, I guess.
All right.
Bye-bye.